Hello, I'm Damon Singleton, and welcome to NOLA.com, live from Jazzfest. Every morning and afternoon, we will bring you the people, music, and food that make Jazzfest a can't-miss experience for over 500,000 visitors every year. So make sure you tune in every day for fresh artist interviews, food reviews, the day's weather, and more.
Today's show is brought to you by Explore Louisiana and New Orleans & Company. Explore Louisiana wants to encourage you to extend your festival weekend. Plan your trip at explorelouisiana.com. New Orleans & Company invites the world to experience our music, food, and culture. Start planning your trip at neworleans.com.
Hi, I'm Billy Nungesser, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Louisiana, and we're about to kick off a great day at the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. This festival puts Louisiana food, music, and culture center stage. There's nothing like it anywhere. I hope you have a great time and get inspired to come back and experience all Louisiana has to offer. Visit explorelouisiana.com to plan a trip of a lifetime where you can feed your soul.
Good morning. Jazzfest is back. Today is Locals Day, and overall, looks like the weather is going to cooperate. Some partly to mostly cloudy skies, and while there's a 30% chance of rainfall for southeast Louisiana, models not picking up on any potential for rainfall in our area, so here at the Fairgrounds, we may miss it. Temperatures this afternoon will be rising into the low 80s, and the humidity will be high. So for your first day of Jazzfest, some cloudy conditions, and it looks like it's going to be warm and humid as well. Hey, this forecast brought to you by Entergy, powering our cultural-rich home for more than 100 years.
So you like things curated with a little extra care? Good. This city doesn't do ordinary. It does unforgettable. A little indulgence? Of course, you've earned it. Culture? We wrote the book. Where dinner is more than a meal, it's an experience. And music? Oh, it finds you. This is New Orleans, curated for you. Get started at neworleans.com.
Well, Jazzfest is back. Today is Locals Day. I'm here with Keith Spera. And I tell you, Keith, if we had about 12 hours, we could probably talk about every act that was on for today. But we don't have 12 hours.
We do not. So let's just do a skim through the
let's skim, shall we?
So the first day of Jazzfest starts off appropriately enough with one of the most buzzed about local bands there is right now, Sally Baby's Silver Dollars.
Say that again.
Sally Baby's Silver Dollars. It's a tongue twister, I know. This band does kind of a combination of old school New Orleans jazz with a little soul mixed in. They were recently on NPR's Tiny Desk concert series, which is always something that elevates you to the next level nationally. They were on the cover of Gambit recently. So they've got a lot of buzz. So they're going to be playing 11:15 a.m. on opening day on the Shell Gentilly stage.
And they've got a unique sound. I think you're going to like it.
Absolutely. It's very, very much New Orleans. Yeah. So it's a good way to start your day out here at the first day at the festival. Moving on throughout the day, the big headliners, of course, Kings of Leon. This is one of the more successful American rock bands that's out there right now. They've played the festival before. They know the drill. They know they're going to be hot and sweaty on that stage. So I think they'll probably do a good job. Yeah. Opposite them, Ray, of course, who's also getting a huge following right now. Very popular for her songs and her singing. So that's an example of the festival trying to tap into a new, younger audience and have some more contemporary bands out there as well.
Awesome. I think one of my favorites, besides Kings and Leon, who they've been around for a very long time, is some of the other people that you're about to mention.
Would you be talking about the Blind Boys of Alabama?
The Blind Boys of Alabama, yes.
This year,
you've seen them before, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. No, they're fabulous. The Gospel Tent has kind of stepped up its offerings this year. Morris Bart, the sponsor of the tent, wanted to have some bigger bands in there, and that's certainly the case. Blind Boys of Alabama are one of them. They've played the Blues Tent in years past. Yep. I don't know that they've ever been in the Gospel Tent. So that'll be a lot of fun to see them there.
It'll be a lot of fun, that's for sure. And we've got one other person that you're bringing up, right?
Well, yeah, there's a couple of interesting tributes today. The festival does a very good job of remembering those who have gone on to the gig in the sky, I guess you'd say. So one of the folks that's going to be saluted today is Michael Skinkis. He was a percussionist around town for 30 years, played with everybody, did a lot of Latin Cuban music. He passed away in January, so his old band Mayuba is going to be doing a tribute to him to start off the day at the Jazz and Heritage stage on opening day. So
That's
that'll
awesome.
be really neat to see. And then later in the afternoon in the Rhythmporium tent, Cortez Ward, whose dad was the smooth jazz violin player, Michael Ward, is going to be doing a tribute to his father's legacy. Again, in the Rhythmporium starting at 4:45.
I just recently heard him play, and he's pretty phenomenal. He's getting close to being just as good as his dad.
He is definitely the guy that's inheriting the mantle.
Oh, for sure.
So I think that'll be, a really neat set, a very emotional set, probably for Cortez to pay tribute to his dad in the Rhythmporium tent later on this afternoon.
All right. Any other recommendations, Keith?
Everything on the schedule, basically. I mean, you don't get on this schedule if you're a bad band. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong. And, one of the fun things about Jazzfest is go see something you don't know anything about. Just roam around. I mean, you don't want to just spend all day camped out at the main stage waiting for Kings of Leon or Ray or Stephen Marley, who's going to be out there. Can we even mention Stephen Marley? Jeez. We should, because it is Jamaica year at the festival this year. So something like 50 Jamaican acts are going to be playing throughout the festival.
Yeah, I'm a Stephen Marley fan. I will definitely be looking for him, that's for sure.
Well, that's the first name of reggae, Marley.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a couple Marleys out there at the Fairgrounds starting off with Stephen today.
Man, oh man. So you're in pretty good shape. I mean, after French Quarter Fest last week, we're into Jazz Fest. You're gonna be hanging.
So far, I'm good. Talk to me next week, and we'll see where I'm at. But
All
yes, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, look, it's I've been doing this for 35 years, covering Jazz Fest. I know the drill. I know some shortcuts. So yeah, if I didn't love it, I wouldn't still be doing it.
Absolutely. And whatever your musical tastes are,
you can find something.
You can find something at Jazz Fest.
Absolutely.
Keith Spera, awesome talking to you. Once again, my music man, Keith Spera. Have a great time at Jazz Fest.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
My Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
When I can meet people who have real life experiences, who have gone through difficult times, I can tell their story, and then I can watch how their story impacts other people, impacts change, impacts the community.
I love the idea of being in a competitive environment where I could root out facts and beat the competition and write accurate information for people.
Writing stories that public officials or powerful people push back against and try to get you to not write. They bring about actual positive change in the community. It's extremely rewarding.
I would say when you write a story that really appeals to people and resonates and creates an environment where positive change can happen.
The stories that we've done change laws, they change policies, they lead to firings, they lead to hirings. And in other cases, sometimes they just help people feel less alone in what they've gone through, and all of that's gratifying and powerful.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Jazzfest is a vibe, but why let the party end in New Orleans? Grab your keys, let's head an hour and a half west to the Red Stick. First stop, LSU. Say hi to Mike the Tiger and grab some world-famous ice cream at the dairy store. It's a must-have on campus. Next, hit Government Street. This is the heart of BR's Mid-City, packed with lots of unique local shops, bars, and food that rivals the Fairgrounds. If you need a little retail therapy or a breezy outdoor dinner, Perkins Row is a one-stop shop for shopping or even dinner and a movie. And you can't leave without a stop at the Capitol Park Museum to see the history that makes this state so spirited. Trust me, the hospitality here is just as loud as the music back in the city. Keep the good times rolling and plan your next Louisiana adventure at explorelouisiana.com.
Hey, Damon Singleton here with one of my favorite people to talk to when it comes to food. And, you know, Ian, when people come to Jazz Fest, I mean, it's one thing, the music is one thing, but I think they come for the food just as much as they come for the music.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, it's almost like there's a food festival happening within a music festival. You know, when I talk to people about who they're excited to see at Jazzfest, sometimes you hear names like Crawfish Monica and Vaucreson's Creole Hot Sausage Po' Boy before they get around to Stevie Nicks or Ray. So in a food-obsessed town, that obsession just hits a fever pitch around Jazzfest. And the thing about it, Damon, is that Jazzfest food is special. It is, it's because of the vendors. The vendors themselves, they've been coming for years, decades, even generations in some cases. And along the way, that consistency of the same dishes just perfected over time, it becomes part of the Jazzfest experience. And so people build traditions around them, just like they know they're going to set up their flag at this spot and they're going to see this act as their final goodbye to Jazzfest. They know what dishes they're going to have, sometimes in which order.
Yeah, I tell you, I envy you and don't envy you at the same time. I mean, envy you because you get to try out all these different dishes, and don't envy you because, you know, I don't know how you choose.
Well, there's a lot out there, and what I do to try to help people who maybe are new to the fest or want to find out, like, why are New Orleans people so obsessed with Jazzfest food, is just guide them to some of the classics. Now, there are lots of great dishes out there, but some that have really kind of coalesced into Jazzfest food classics are like almost icons of the fest now. One of those is Crawfish Monica, I mentioned before. This is a pasta dish with a spicy, creamy sauce and these fat crawfish tails that pop. And I mean, for so many people, this is a taste of Jazzfest.
My wife has to have Crawfish Monica every Jazzfest.
You'll see people taking it out. They're ferrying it out to other people who maybe didn't make the fest that day or they want to have it in the fridge afterwards. Another one I mentioned at the top is the Vaucresson Hot Sausage Po' Boy.
So at French Quarter Fest, I had for the first time the crawfish sausage po' boy from Vaucresson, and I went through it so quick. There was a lady sitting next to me doing the same thing, and I was like, are you going to finish that? It was so good.
Well, Jazzfest started in 1970, and Vaucresson sausage has been at every single one of them. So this is a multi-generation food booth, and this is just a flavor of New Orleans. This is Creole hot sausage. This is a classic po' boy, and again, like no Jazzfest is complete for me without getting at least one of these links.
Absolutely.
Now you can see, sometimes you see dishes that are people are bringing around the festival grounds, and they're just eye-catching. You can see heads turning. Where is that? Where did you get that? And one of those is a combo plate from Patton's Catering. This is the crawfish sack, which is basically a pastry dumpling filled with almost a crawfish etouffee filling. The oyster patty, which is a vol au vent, a pastry shell with this creamy oyster filling, and then the beignets. They're shrimp beignets this year. This is a bit of a change. For a long time they were crawfish beignets. They've shifted it up to shrimp, so now you have crawfish, oyster, and shrimp on this combo platter. I mean, that's a one-plate meal right there, Damon, but it's also a fun thing to snack on and share with people around your Jazzfest tribe.
It sure is.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, the list goes on and on. But one of my top bites, just like a single bite that's just an experience, is Loretta's Pralines stuffed beignet. This is their praline beignet, and this take a praline and a beignet, combine them, and it's just, it's miraculous. This is another longtime vendor, multi-generation. Their pralines are famous, one of the hits of the fest. But when they came up with the praline beignet, they just took it to the next level.
Easy to get addicted to.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, there's lots of great hits out here. There's gumbo. There's lots of different po' boys, and then
the cochon de lait.
The cochon de lait po' boy. That is a king of the Jazzfest menu. There's not a lot of booths that only do one dish. This is one of them because that's how popular it is. It's a Cajun-style barbecue pork on a crusty roll with a creamy slaw, and this is a monster of a sandwich. I mean, again, my strategy for eating out there is I like to share. So, you know, and my friends know this. They follow me closely and say, "Hey, you done with that po' boy?" Because we want to eat a lot of things around there. But this one is, wow, this is a must get. Also in that number, crawfish bread. I mean, when you say crawfish bread, people think Jazzfest. And this is, think about it as a Louisiana-style calzone filled with crawfish and cheese and the toasty bread. They come down from central Louisiana to make this part of the Jazzfest experience every year, and it's a don't-miss dish for sure.
It sounds like if you're a vegetarian or a pescatarian or whatever, There's a dish for you.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And you can eat lighter out here at Jazzfest, something I may take up a little later in the fest as my own appetite progresses. No, but they've got it for you. They've increased the diversity of flavors and vendors keeps growing every year, and there's more vegetarian items, some vegan items. Pescatarians, you're in New Orleans, you're in heaven.
Yeah, I tell you what. Wow, I tell you what, Ian, this is I am so looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to Jazzfest pretty much all year long, like I do every year. And the food is definitely, something to see.
Well, I might even see some music this year, but I am definitely visiting my favorite food vendors and trying everything that's new too.
All right, Damon Singleton with Ian McNulty. Enjoy Jazzfest. Don't eat too much.
As if.
Ronnie Lamarque, I understand you're 80 years old.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know what? It's the same eyes. Body's not the same. Same eyes. Hands aren't the same. Same eyes.
What's it like to play Jazzfest? I mean, that's a dream come true.
Jazzfest is amazing. It's so many moving parts. I got to give it to Quinn Davis and the whole team that put this together, because when you look at just the talent, the pages and pages, or the support staff, who's here, who's at this gate, how's this working, who's in charge of that? It is so many moving parts. And here I am at Jazzfest, and I'll be on the festival stage on Sunday. Either I perform, or they tell me, you ain't coming back. So ladies and gentlemen, you come check me out. I'm either, because I plan on coming back. However, I still must perform. I got to perform.
Yeah?
And I plan on it. And I'm there. I'm doing New Orleans funky. I'm doing.
That's interesting. What are you going to say?
With some nice song. I don't know.
Oh.
They got to come see me.
All
But
right.
I might do a little something like I got the rockin' pneumonia and the boogie woogie flu. And what a great song that is. And Johnny Rivers. And and they got some other ones, Feeling All Right, a little Joe Cocker, and So Into You, Atlanta Rhythm, I think did that. I think they did. And but there's some really good songs that accompany, like Rock This Town is as good a song as Sing, Sing, Sing. And we will end with that one. I mean, that is, we got 22 pieces, 10 horns. We got all kind of stuff going down.
Well, I have seen you sing. You're going to leave it out there, that's for sure.
Our city has Jazzfest and whatever, but we always, we have issues around this world, and music has a tendency to quiet all that down. But our city, New Orleans, is unique. It's a melting pot. It's amazing of what we've been through, to walk through this city and to be with it. And I'm so blessed to be a part of it. My whole life I've been here.
Good for you, man.
Amen.
Nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
All right.
In my Louisiana, jazz has a way of making me sway.
Cajun goes way into the night.
Zydeco is the only way to move me. That's right.
In my Louisiana, blues is a way of life.
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Dizzy's means a lot to Treme, because Treme is one of the oldest African-American neighborhoods in New Orleans. And Dizzy's, the Baquet family, has been in the restaurant business over 60 years.
This restaurant means a lot to me because it's named after one of my grandkids, Zachary Baquet. His nickname is Lil Dizzy. He plays the trumpet, and that's his nickname, and that's who I named it after.
Well, the reason we decided to invest into reopening Lil Dizzy's is because it's our Baquet family legacy. When my father-in-law decided to retire, my husband Wayne and I took some time and we thought about it, we prayed on it, and we decided we wanted the Baquet legacy to continue. And as you can see, Eddie Baquet, who started this legacy, we wanted to just continue it and be able to pass it on to our children.
Little Dizzy's mean great Creole soul food, period. It's in the heart of Treme. They have other restaurants in Treme, but nothing like Little Dizzy's.
I am a huge fan of Mardi Gras all my life, and I became a crew member of the Mystic Crew of Femme Fatale, where I am a co-lieutenant, and so I can't wait to ride again. So we have our potato salad. That looks yummy. I can't wait to have that. We also have our jambalaya. And in our jambalaya, we have our homemade hot sausage. It's a Baquet recipe. And then the best part of today's lunch, we have our amazing fried chicken.
So you like things curated with a little extra care? Good. This city doesn't do ordinary. It does unforgettable. A little indulgence? Of course, you've earned it. Culture? We wrote the book. Where dinner is more than a meal, it's an experience. And music? Oh, it finds you. This is New Orleans, curated for you. Get started at NOLA.com.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing you again this afternoon when we will be back with more of everything so that you can make the most of your Jazz Fest vacation or just live through us till we see you in NOLA next year.
Today's show is brought to you by Explore Louisiana and New Orleans & Company. Explore Louisiana wants to encourage you to extend your festival weekend. Plan your trip at explorelouisiana.com. New Orleans & Company invites the world to experience our music, food, and culture. Start planning your trip at neworleans.com.